Can you hear me? Okay.
I fixed it. I fixed it. I have audio now. Hi.
Whoa.
I'm very good at this. Every single
You're
time
you're
it's
a pro.
different. I'm profesh. So profesh over here. That's the professional attitude that you've come to expect from this channel. I still don't have audio for you. Hang on a second.
Oh no.
I will introduce you when you have audio, when you can actually talk. Yeah. Why is my browser audio not going? How about now? Try saying something again? No, I have no browser audio. Why? Audio. I can hear you. OBS can't hear you.
Okay. OBS can't hear me. OBS can't hear you. Let me see. How do I tell if OBS can hear me?
The levels will go up and
VTC
down.
microphone.
The
Oh, I
levels
can't
aren't
see any
going.
levels. Oh
Just
dear.
me. It's just on my end, I think.
Oh, I think it's muted. That could be why.
Oh, are you muted? How about now?
Hello.
Lines go up, lines go down.
Oh,
Hey, I heard that. The stream heard it. We're
you're
good. We fixed it. I fixed it on my stream.
okay. I
Okay,
think I can hear
I'm
myself.
good.
So
I'm good.
we're
Hey
good.
everybody, I am Alina Pete, and you can find me online at alinapete.com or at weregeek.com, and I have a special guest joining me here this week. It is my friend Flitzybon.
Hello. I'm Flitzybon. It's so nice to finally meet you.
Yeah, I am very excited to meet you and have you on my stream. Flitzy,
Oh,
I
so-
usually start my streams by drawing a picture of both me and the guest, so I'm going to do
oh,
that
how
the
nice.
same this week.
That's so nice. So I am going to start my stream. Oh dear.
Yay!
If I can figure out what's happening. I really hope the audio is okay. So I thought it would be nice to start my stream with an appreciation of some art.
Ooh, I like that.
An appreciation of some art. And
Bit of
I have
art
selected a
appreciation.
piece that I found on the internet. It is by an artist named Okami.
Ooh.
And I like it because they're a bird person, Alina, and you're a bird person.
I'm a bird person. Hello.
You're a bird person.
Bird
So I have it
solidarity.
here on my screen. Bird Solidarity. They live in Japan
Cute.
and they have birds. And so they're like, you can order stuff from my store, but be careful because it has birds on it.
Well,
You know,
that's fair.
if you're not a if you're bird allergic.
Yes, there are
So
people who are bird
I
allergic in the
just
way that I am cat allergic,
yes.
i.e., catastrophically.
And never the twain shall meet.
No, this is why I'm a bird person.
So I really loved the colors here, and I'm doing a little bit of a shape exploration based on the piece because I just want to spend some time looking at it and admiring all these beautiful shapes and thinking more deeply about what this person is doing in their art that I like so much.
Ooh, do you have a
So
link?
there's some really cool stuff like the teeth here are really neat. The bird has teeth, Alina.
I like a bird with teeth. The thing is,
I don't know.
birds are just one step removed from dinosaurs. They're just dinosaurs. They're dinosaurs and reptiles, and we all need to understand that. That they like to chomp. They would like to do a good chomp, and they had to get
Oh,
rid of the chompers so they could fly better. But like that chomp instinct is still
oh.
there and still strong.
I didn't think of that. Teeth are bones, and bones are
They
verboten.
are they're so heavy.
Heavy. I can't
If
draw
you
these
can
feathers properly. This is so
if you
well
can
put
not have
together.
bones or have very light bones, then you can fly very good. Also,
I love the
they
pattern
just got
here.
rid of one of their gonads. They're like, I don't need a backup. I could just have one. That's fine.
One singular gonad.
So they have one singular gonad. They have no backup. If that one messes up, they got nothing to fall back on. Whereas primates are like, whatever, we got two.
I think there's a lot of like uh duplication,
Yes.
backups in a lot of animals. It seems to be a very common
Yeah, because you
strategy.
get all banged up out in the wild. Sometimes
Yeah.
you get a shot to the kidneys and it takes out a gonad with it, but you don't die, and you
Whoops,
still want to
there
breathe.
goes my gonad.
Oops, that fell out.
Oops, lost my gonad. Happens all the time. So annoying.
Right? Don't you hate when you lose a gonad?
Out on the street, trying to get to work. Whoops,
Swear to
lost
God,
my
I'd lose my
gonad.
gonads if they weren't held down.
Why don't you move your gosh dang gonads? Oh my goodness. There's so many like nice spikies on this piece. I think I like that a lot. I've been learning about shape language and rhythm. And rhythm is when you have the same kind of lines in your piece over and over. And this has a lot of spiky lines.
Ooh,
It's very pretty.
I like spiky lines.
Even
They're
even
the
here
funnest
in
to
the
ink.
background, even here in the background, there are these lovely spiky lines. So beautiful. Oh, like a ninja star, but it's different from how I draw my ninja stars. Okay, cool. And I
Let's see, are
also really like
you
the
a fan
colors
of
in this
ninjas?
piece. A fan of ninjas? You are a fan
Yes.
of ninjas?
No, I was asking if you were a fan of ninjas.
Am I a fan of ninjas? I don't know. I feel like there are ninja types all over the city where I live. And they
Mm-hmm,
just
mm-hmm,
like
mm-hmm.
come out of nowhere. And, you're on your way to work and they're like, "Wapow, watch your phone."
Yep.
So I think I would put me in the category of not a fan of
No, no,
ninjas.
no ninjas, please. No ninjas.
How about you? Are you a ninja fan? A ninja
Not sure.
supporter?
I
Yes?
like the aesthetic. I as a person who likes to dress in all black,
Yes.
even though it clashes with feathers. Uh,
Perhaps you are often mistaken for a ninja.
Absolutely, that is certainly my preferred style of dress. Is what if
Oh.
what if I just had the ninja aesthetic at all times? I don't know about the sneaking about and the murder. I like the sneaking around. That's good.
I
Let's
don't
see.
like sneaking. Or I think maybe I'm just not very good at sneaking. I
Fair.
think I'm kind of loud.
I am too
So
good at
people can
sneaking.
always see me coming.
If you don't put a bell on me, I will accidentally sneak up on you and scare you.
Oh no, maybe you are part cat.
Maybe.
I
Maybe.
don't think I need a bell. I like to bombastically arrive in a room and say, "Hey everyone, I'm Flitzybon.
Hey,
Hello. Let's
I'm
have a
here.
great day. I'm here. Finally, we can begin.
Oh, I'm here.
I have now arrived."
That's a better. There we go. My wing was all messed up. I had to redraw the wing.
I also really like this piece because it has an interesting palette. I think you would consider this an adjacent palette. It's got oranges and reds and yellows and browns. And
Ooh.
it's very pretty. It's a really interesting combination. I usually don't like to work in yellow. It's a color I really, really struggle with, so I was really impressed by this artist's use of yellow. Really cool.
I love when an artist can take a palette you wouldn't expect for a scene and make it work. Like
Yeah.
a nighttime scene, but that has a lot of warm colors in it,
Oh.
or like a forest, but it's all purples and blues.
Oh.
I don't know how to do that.
See,
That's
even
magic.
even the lines aren't black in this piece. Like the lines are kind of brown. It's really pretty. So let's do that. Let's make these lines a little bit more brown. Not trying to reproduce. I'm just trying to, by studying it, by trying to put down what it looks like kind of quickly, you can see more of it. You can see it a little better. This brown is not the right brown. This brown is not the right brown. It's a deeper, deeper brown. Oh, interesting. I also like that this piece has a really interesting texture to it. Oh, that's too deep.
Let's see.
It's a nice
I have a
texture. Oh,
shirt in here. Coloring is magic.
I find it tricky still. I'm
It's
still learning.
very tricky. I have been coloring comics for a very long time, and I'm still like, what is happening? What do I do?
What is
Color?
color?
What am I
Oh,
doing?
this is really interesting. They have like a color here that looks like it reads green,
Ooh,
but I think it's yellow
oh, interesting. It's
because
contextually green.
it's contextually green. Don't get confused. It's not really green. How amazing.
Hashtag not really green.
Hashtag only fake green girls.
Yeah.
Fake green girls. Gosh. Alina, did you know my dream is to start a sticker business?
Ooh,
I want to
never
make
heard it.
stickers. And
I like
so I've been
stickers.
working really hard lately to try and get my sticker business set up. And the other day, I chose a palette. I chose colors just for the business.
Cool. What are they?
Yes.
That's a big step.
Yes.
There. Got your sleeves. Okay. Let's see. I love
Hey, bear
stickers.
person.
I appreciate them in an aesthetic fashion, but I might like them too much because I'm one of those people where if I have a really, really, really good sticker, I almost never use it because then it'll be done and gone.
That is a very valid concern. I think I also used to be this way.
Mm-hmm.
But then I learned that you have to have sticker locations,
Yes, and then
like
because then you never see them if you just have
designated,
them hidden away.
yeah, designated places and times where you use stickers, and then you can collect stickers for that purpose.
Yeah.
Their person says that he notices a handful of elements that are round and not angular, and they seem deliberately chosen in this piece. It's
Ooh.
true. It's true. Like the headphone here is very round, and especially this big round circle here with this like X through it, like a do not. But you'll notice that even the round elements are kind of angularized. So there's like a round thing, but it's drawn with angular strokes as a way to keep up that deliberate motif. Very cool. Very cool stuff. Yeah, so I always have places to keep stickers. Like I have a water bottle. I have like a water bottle and I call it my victory sticker water bottle.
Nice.
And when there's like something that I'm really, really proud that I did, I get a sticker from it if I can,
Well,
and I
that's
put it on
cute.
my victory sticker water bottle.
That's like rewarding yourself for getting the thing done, and then a
Exactly.
reminder of all the things that you've done at the same time. I like that.
I think that when I was little, we got stickers as like a well done, you did it. And
Yeah.
I think I never really grew out of that idea. Now nobody gives them to me, so I have to give them to myself.
Good. I had
Well done, you
a
did it.
book of scratch and sniff stickers, and
Oh,
I still miss some of the smells from that. There
really? You
was,
have a very strong scent memory.
yeah, yeah, like there was one, and it wasn't just orange. I think it had a weird name. It was like Caribbean orange or something like that, but it smelled
Caribbean.
like orange coffee cake.
Oh,
Like it was just smelled like such a good dessert, and it made me hungry every time I sniffed it. And it lasted forever and ever and ever and ever and ever.
I work in a cookie kiosk at the mall.
Ooh,
And sometimes, usually they'd say, like, you have to stick to the book. You're only allowed to make these kinds of cookies that we sell in the mall. But sometimes, when it's kind of slow, Alina,
mm-hmm.
I make my own cookies. I make more experimental cookies. And one of the cookies is like a lavender cookie.
Ooh,
And people at the cookie kiosk, when they come up, they're like, ew, I don't want a lavender cookie. It smells like soap. But the thing is, Alina, when I was little, there was soap, and it was in these like delicious looking shapes.
yes,
And I always wanted to eat the soap, and
yes.
I wasn't allowed because it was soap.
My grandma had an entire shelf in the bathroom just for the fancy soaps that you were never allowed to use. And they were
Oh,
like
forbidden,
the
forbidden
forbidden
soaps.
soaps. And it was like angels and a little dog. And one of them was like a cornucopia. And then there
Oh,
was a whole
what's a
bunch of
cornucopia?
seashells. It's like a woven basket with a lot of fruit spilling out of it. And it's supposed to symbolize plenty.
I see, like the Fruit
Yeah.
of the Loom logo.
Like like the Fruit of the Loom logo had. But maybe not in this timeline. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. It's weird. There is a
Weird
Flitzy
business.
portrait.
Okay,
Flitzy
all
is
right.
the
I
best.
think I'm happy for now with what I've done on this. Thank you for the lovely portrait.
No problem.
I have to see it later because I think if I try to tab over to you, my entire
Yeah.
computer will explode.
Don't explode your computer. Not recommended.
But this was a lovely little exercise, and please go visit Okami-san to see more of their amazing work. They have lots of other pieces like this. It's so cool. And here's a QR code to their cart. So go look them up. Thank you, Okami-san, even though I didn't ask permission, which maybe I should have, but someday. Um, we're doing the best we can. But Alina, I'm going to work on my brand now.
All right.
So here is my brand, and I'm explaining it to people who can see the screen. But I've chosen colors, and I've chosen like different fonts. I spent like so long yesterday choosing fonts. And then today, when I was making cookies, I was baking uh, like raisin, which like nobody likes the raisin, so I kind of zone out when I'm making them.
Oh,
And I
I love a
thought I
raisin.
should put like little wingies on the logo too, because I
Ooh.
have little wingies. And then I could put cat ears on the S, and then I can make the L, the Y, the tail of the Y, into like a tail like mine. And that would make it a little bit more
Oh, cute.
dynamic as a
Yeah, yeah,
logo,
yeah. Adding
maybe.
like a little personal touch into the design.
Yeah.
I like
So
that.
that was my brainwave. And so what I'm working on next is I'm trying to get all of my foundational graphics together. And so I put together this mock-up of the shop that I want to make. First my Ko-fi shop, although all basically in my analysis, well, not analysis, but I'm looking on the internets. And
That's good
all
analysis.
everything has the same shape now, Alina.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is
Mm-hmm.
just the same. And so all you need is a circle for your avatar and a rectangle. That's it.
Ah.
That's all you need for brand. So I better be really freaking good at drawing a rectangle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I put together some cityscapes, and that's what I'm going to draw next.
Cool. Have you
A
seen
little
there
a little
is
cityscape.
I can't remember the name of the channel. There is a channel on TikTok. There's a guy that draws these amazing cityscapes with like very basic Procreate brushes. But then
Oh,
always they're like turns them into like Pokemon universe setting. So
oh, how
like
interesting.
it'll be like a beautiful like canyon with like a city in the distance, and then there'll be a little Pokemon trainer in the foreground. It's
Oh,
so
you know
cute.
what? I think I have seen this.
Yeah.
That's
And
called
it
playing to your strengths.
right? And it makes it look very easy. And I'm always like, I could do
Yes,
that. And
it's
then I
so
try it and I'm
frustrating.
like, it's not easy. It's really
It's
not
not
easy.
easy at all.
What, a,
I know.
what, what
I
is the
was
secret?
crying, thinking like, oh, I have to draw a city. This is the worst. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm,
cry.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. In fact, I think I might have one of those up. Let me try and
Oh
find
dear.
that because I was playing around with trying to make a cityscape in Clip Studio.
There's some good tricks in Clip Studio. Like I think I'll try to make some perspective rulers so this doesn't look like a potato. But you
Oh, I
have
did it.
to. It helps to have some kind of idea of what you're doing first.
Mm-hmm. This was my very basic attempt at this guy's tutorial.
Oh,
It's not great, but it taught me a lot. It taught me a lot,
there
and
was an
that's what's
attempt.
important,
There was an attempt.
right? In fact, if I do this now there's a water surface coming towards us, and that's cool. looks like something. An attempt was made, and that's really
An
what's
attempt
important.
was made, and
I think.
we're learning, we're
Oh
growing all
right,
the time.
these streaky parts is because it was a rain scene in his picture, and I added the rain. But I
Oh
want my
yeah,
hair.
I wanted this to be rainy too,
Yeah,
but
it
maybe I
gives it
should learn a perspective
atmospherics.
once,
Eh,
and then I can think about rain.
I've gotten this far without it. Why start now?
Why start now? That's exactly true. So, Alina,
Yeah.
I would like my show, It's Flitzybon, to feature questions.
Ooh. Kind of
Questions
questions.
about, like, whatever, I think, but mostly about creativity and staying organized because I want my business to help creative people be more creative.
Mm,
Because what I noticed is that I love stickers and I also love planning.
right.
Even though I'm kind of chaotic and disorganized, I love planning. And but all the planner stickers seem to be for people who don't like plan, if that makes sense. Like their lives
Yeah.
seem very organized and don't
Yes.
change a lot.
Yes.
Like I if I try to write something down that's happening on Friday, there is like a 50-50 chance it's not happening on Friday.
Yeah.
For like any variety of reasons. And also creativity is very fluid and weird.
Yeah, and
And
you never
so
know
I'm
what you're in
hoping
the mood for when you're a creative. You're like, actually, my brain won't let me do that today, so I guess I'm not doing that today.
that's right. And so I wanted to make some new tools that are more geared towards people with a more fluid way of working. I forget where I started on this train of thought. Oh, right. And that's why I want the questions to be about creativity and planning and managing creativity.
Oh, cool.
But since this is like the negative third show,
Yeah,
and not
this
even the
is
first
this is
show,
just a test. This is just a
this is
test.
test. And we don't have any questions.
If this was really the stream, there would be notification on your phone or something. I don't know. How does the
Oh, I
emergency
don't
thing
know.
go?
There would be a bat signal, like a
Yeah.
cat signal.
Yes.
It'd be the cat
Just the
signal.
Flitzybon brand, which you have now.
That's right, my brand. Look at it. Wow. And so, like, if you want to submit a question for the future, I have a Tumblr. Here's the Tumblr. It's on the screen. It's Flitzybon. Oh, I tried to draw on it with the same color because everything's the same color. Let's choose another brand color. Isn't it amazing to have brand colors? Wow.
Brand
Okay,
color.
so on Tumblr at Flitzybon, you can ask me about creativity, and then I might have it on the stream in the future.
In the
But for now, I'm just
future.
reblogging good art, good art that I like.
Art that
So
makes my
for
brain
today,
hurt.
I just Googled questions about creativity.
Cool.
And so, would you like to know the top questions about creativity? And we can answer them together.
How to do creativity? How do I be
How
more creative?
is creative pregnant?
Pregnante.
So the first question, Alina.
Yes.
Oh, Bear Person has a comment
Oh,
on planners. The paradox of structure. Too much structure is restrictive. Too little structure is too fluid to build on. It's so true.
yes. Absolutely.
Planning is like a shifting sand, and you need something to glom onto. But anyway, here's the first question. Are you ready?
Yes. I'm ready.
What is creativity?
Hooah.
What is it? What are this?
How
Who are
do
thou?
creativity? How to create? I think creativity is when you take everything that's going on in your life and the things that you think about and that make your brain interested or happy or just won't let your brain won't let you sleep because you're thinking about it. And you take all of that
Oh,
and then you synthesize it into a thing. And it doesn't matter if that's a song or a story or a poem or a drawing. You're taking all those
oh,
bits that make your brain do things and giving them a tangible form.
Tangible form. You're like putting the inside on the outside.
Yeah, even if it's an intangible thing like a song, it's still
Yeah,
something that other people can access. It's not locked in your brain.
yeah.
I think that's what creativity means to me.
I like that answer. I like that idea a lot. I think to me, it's like on a similar level. Wow, this was a terrible. I'm trying to do the perspective ruler and I'm doing very poorly. What
Perspective
have I
goes,
done?
huh? How perspective
Perspective.
go?
How perspective? Why isn't
That's
this one of the top questions on Google?
that's me every time I do perspective. Like how do though? What?
What? How perspective?
But how?
Okay, but how? Oh, why didn't it work? Go here. Go here. Go here. No, wrong. Okay, stay. Oh, it went away. Okay, whatever. To me, it's like you have an idea that it like tingles in your brain, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah.
it like it's something kind of itchy on the inside, and you're like, I have an itch, and it kind of like you were saying, like it comes from all the things you've seen, and it creates this feeling, and you're like, I want this feeling to be, I want this feeling to be someone else's problem.
Yes, exactly. I want this feeling out of my brain and into somebody else's, and if it makes them happy, awesome. If they go,
And if
hey
it
me,
doesn't,
that like me.
it's your burden now.
Yes, at least it's out of your brain
Oh
and it's
yeah,
not itching.
and they could go like, same hat. That's a nice feeling.
I love that feeling.
Same hat. Me
I
also.
got a beautiful email this morning, and I haven't told anyone about it yet because it's just kind of like sitting in my heart and warming it like a little
Aw,
fire.
aw.
That was from a person who I drew their OC for them many years ago. And that was part of what helped them to realize that they were trans
Oh, that's so
because they got to
lovely.
see themselves in a different way. And I
They got
didn't
to
even
see
know I was
themselves.
helping. I was
They
just
had a
drawing.
feeling on the inside and they wanted to
Yeah,
see it on the outside, but they didn't even know.
no.
They didn't even know that's what they were wanting.
And then something about it being tangible made them go, yes, me too. What if me, though? What if I
Same
could do
hat.
that? Yeah,
That's so beautiful.
I
How
love
lovely
it.
that you were able to use your creativity for someone else in such a nice way.
Yeah, I didn't even know I was doing it.
Yeah.
But the stuff we draw has little ripples, I guess, and it goes out there and it lives without us.
It lives.
It lives. It lives on the interwebs and in people's hearts.
In their hearts and minds. Oh dear. I've never drawn a city in my life, as it turns out.
They are.
I've never seen a city. I've never gone outside.
Yeah.
I've never I've never touched a rock.
I'll be drawing a
Oh
thing, and
dear.
then all everything associated with that thing just goes out of your brain, and you're like, I don't know that I've ever comprehended this before. I'm an alien from a separate planet, and I've never seen this
Who
thing that
are
I'm
you?
drawing.
Who are you and what have you done?
I was like when you're drawing a thing, and then you look at it afterwards, and you're like, I was wrong about that thing. The thing does not look like that.
It does not look like that at all, actually.
No, I have been mistaken. Sorry, thing.
Whoopsie. What else is creativity? Is let's have another question. Okay. What drives humans to be creative?
Hmm.
Why is it a people thing and not a robot thing?
I think what drives humans to be creative is their itchy little primate brains.
Yeah,
And
it's the itchy.
it's a survival tactic because
Oh,
other animals would have been like, okay, it's just like that. Just move around it. Just live with it. But primates are weird because they look at that and they're like, I don't like that thing and I'm going to change it. and that is their greatest strength and also a big problem.
They can they can make the world better.
Yeah.
What drives
Whereas
humans to be creative? It's wanting life to be better
the only other animal that does that in such an extreme
or
way,
worse.
or worse, are beavers. Because beavers will look at a place and they're like, you know what this needs? A river,
Violence.
a lake. This there's too much water flowing here. It needs to stop. And then they'll stop it.
How generous of them.
Mhm.
Thank you, Mr. Beaver. You really woke up and chose damming today.
Really did. And
I think
I think it's itchy in their little brains too, because like if they
it
hear
does.
water running, they cannot, that will not stand.
Yeah. It's crazy. You can make a beaver dam something
Mm-hmm.
just by playing water.
Mm-hmm.
You can make it itchy. Do you think there's an equivalent for people? Is there a thing that makes the itchy brain go burr?
I mean, it's different for every person. Music certainly makes my brain go itchy. A good book.
Mm.
Uh,
For me, it's something inconvenient.
oh, good. That's fun.
Inconvenient always makes me feel creative because
Hmm.
I am that type of person where I'm like, this could be better. That's why I'm starting a sticker business.
How do I fix it?
This could be better. I don't like all these stickers. I want them to be better
Right.
or different. I think the stickers are good, but they're not for me.
Yes,
They're
and you
not
could
for
make stickers that
weirdo
are for
queers.
you. Good. We need more weirdo queer stickers.
Yeah. Weirdo queers have plans too. Our plans are
Yes.
just weird and
Honestly, that's
queer.
how I spot weirdo queers out in the wild. If I see somebody walking down the street and they've
The
got a water
stickers.
bottle with real good stickers on it, I'm like,
Oh my
same,
god, you're so
same,
right.
bro, same. That me.
We've commodified gaydar.
Oh my god, we have. Who needs gaydar when you have a Stanley bottle with some queer stickers on it?
Good.
Is okay. What happened with Stanley? There was like a whole Stanley controversy last week. Are we not supposed to use Stanley
It's
now? I don't
a
understand.
no. There's a new cup from what I understand. There's the new hotness of a cup,
Oh,
and the cup has okay, like Elena, for the life of me, I can't figure out what's special about this cup.
it's just
I
a cup.
don't understand. I also just saw like the glancing blow of
The
the
internet just
controversy,
goes, yeah.
and it made me feel pain, and I left. But here is what I understand about it. Uh, there's a cup, and it has
Yeah.
a straw, and
Oh,
people are like, "This is it. This is it. This is the pinnacle of cup
a cup
technology,
and straw technology.
cup and straw technology, and this is the one.
Repeat.
This is going to solve all our life problems."
Wow.
And
I'm
so
glad to be here for
everyone,
this. I'm glad to be here for this momentous occasion.
it's the tickle the Elmo.
Oh
It's the
no.
tickle me Elmo of the
Oh no.
younger millennial cup wanters, from what I understand. And so it's causing conflict. It's causing altercation.
So, if you're Stanley, does that mean that you're like an elder millennial and you're no longer hip?
I don't I don't know. I don't
I
really
I
understand
had a
what's
moment
happening.
the other day where I noticed the generational divide. So I was in an online room and we were all saying, "Hey, I love you. Thanks for stopping by the chat." And half of us made a heart with our hands by kind of
Oh
cupping all of our
no.
fingers together.
Oh
And the
no.
other half made a cup of their hands by making a little diamond with their first two fingers and then pushing the index fingers down so that you get a heart.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And
I know
there's a
what you mean.
very clear cutoff of people over a certain age and people under a certain age. Which
Oh
heart hand
dear.
you do?
The heart hand.
Now, if you make the
We've
heart
been
hand the wrong way,
identified.
you are too old.
They're like the gem that once you do that kind of heart, the gem in your hand starts
Yeah.
blinking and they take you
Yes.
away.
Yeah. See, I at first couldn't figure out the heart hand thing, but I knew how to do the diamond salute Steven Universe. I can do that, no problem.
Good. That's another. We'll put that on the with the stickers on the Stanley bottle.
Yes.
We can weirdo spotting. Weirdo
Oh my
spotting.
god. Okay. Yeah, I have Amethyst on my phone, and the number of credos who have been like, "A," when they see my Amethyst phone, I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, you got me,
That's
you
right,
got
bitches.
me." That's right.
That's right. We're doing this.
Somebody else, one of them was always like, "Amethyst, she's underrated," and I'm like, I'm actually a pearl,
Whatever.
but like, pearl didn't fit on my phone because she's too big. It's her
She's
sphere.
too
Her
tall.
sphere is too
She's tall.
much. She's tall. She's pointy.
She's a
I need a
pointy
short queen on
gem.
my phone.
Yeah. You need a queen? Get yourself a queen with a better aspect ratio.
Absolutely. If you want to take one thing away from this stream today, it's y'all. It's get yourself a queen with a better aspect ratio. That's the advice we're dispensing here.
That's our takeaway.
Yeah.
Okay, we've answered this question. What drives humans to be creative? Get a queen.
Brain go burr.
Brain go burr.
Get a brain. Get a brain burr.
Better aspect ratio.
Yes.
Okay. All right. You ready for another question?
Yeah.
Okay. Is creativity a strategic priority?
I mean, should be. Or do you want to
Also
answer this
think
one
it should
first this
be.
time? Because I've answered the other ones first.
I don't know. We're just
Let's
gabbing.
go. I would say that.
I think
Keep it.
strategic priority. I don't like thinking about it in those terms.
Yeah.
I think it's an existential imperative,
Absolutely.
right?
I would say that with my traditional teaching, there is an idea that creativity is a thing that everybody has their own gifts. Let's say
Okay.
everyone has their own talents that they're good at, and some people might be good at weaving, some people might be good at singing, some people. Not everyone has to be good at everything, because that's why we have communities. So
Yeah.
nobody has to be good at
That's
everything.
why we have communities.
Exactly. And so it is an imperative because it is whatever makes you creative, whatever makes your brain go whir, is the thing that you do. It's the thing that you provide to the community.
Oh.
And it's not an obligation, but it is a thing that makes the community better and stronger and happier and just generally helps. So yes, it is an imperative.
It
We
is
should
an
be
imperative.
prioritizing it higher than we do in our society.
So then if we were to think about it, we're saying yes, it is a strategic priority.
It should
In
be.
in the sense that like yes, all of those words are true, but I hate that you've said that.
It depends on what you mean by strategic priority. If you mean it is a way to maximize our capitalist contributions to make money and have a good, rich life in the monetary sense, I would say gross.
Gross. Go away.
If you are saying that it is a way to provide joy to yourself and others, I'd be like, absolutely.
Strategy being let's have a good time on
Let's have a
planet
good
Earth.
life. Listen, our life is short.
Yeah, it is
We're gonna
short.
be here for a long time. Let's make cool art and make each other happy.
We gotta go to work. I have to go to the cookie mines every single day. You know what someone said to me, Alina,
What's that?
today? Someone said to me, I wish I could show up at work as excited as you are. And I was
Aw,
just like blanked out. I'm like, what are you talking?
that's cute. I know you're not always excited. It's hard work making cookies. It's hard work dealing with the public.
I have to deal with the public. People come and they're like, we don't want to eat your soap cookies.
No.
We want to eat Chocolate
They
chip
were
every
secretly
day.
delicious. I've
I
had.
come home
I've
smelling like
had.
chocolate chip after working my shift in the kiosk in the mall.
And then you want to be eating chocolate chips, but you've made chocolate chips all day.
Oh, a tragedy. And I love cookies. That's why I thought it would be good to have a job as a cookie
Making
person in the
cookies.
mall. And then I
Good.
could, I'd make cookies all day, but no one's sad once you hand them a cookie.
No, it's true.
They might be
It's
sad before
very hard
you
to be
hand them a
sad.
cookie, but once you've handed them a cookie,
Then they have a cookie.
things are at least better because you
Yeah,
have a cookie in your possession.
I say the same thing about tea. It's like, listen, there is never a situation. Like situations can be very, 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 very bad and very serious, and tea will not fix things. But it can be a very bad situation without tea, or it can be a very bad situation with tea. And I will always pick a
There's
very
no
bad situation with
situation.
tea.
There's no situation that tea is going to make worse.
No, exactly. And at the very least, making the tea gives you a distraction for a few minutes from
Again,
whatever's happening.
get your thoughts together before you
Exactly,
can come
and
back and
come
say,
back.
and another thing.
Exactly. Or if there's nothing to say at
Right.
all, at least then you can just sit there and your hands are warm on the cup.
And that's the tea.
Yes.
And that's the tea. Bear Person says, people who treat creativity as a strategic priority will attract people who treat creativity as a money-making opportunity.
Hmm. I like that.
Oh,
I like that wisdom.
I've moved something in my stream. Every
Oh
time
my
I try to
god.
fuss with OBS,
Elias, how have
is
you
I
not
thought I
ordered
was trying to go.
cookies
Oh, there we go.
all
I
the
fixed
time?
chat too.
So many cookie places.
Tell me about the cookie places.
MLIS lives in an area where 2 cookie delivery businesses have started in the past 6 months, and I was like, how
What?
do you avoid ordering all the cookies? Because that sounds
Oh
great.
my goodness. I want cookies to become, maybe I don't because then it'll impact my business, but I think that cookies are overdue for a strategic arms race that bubble tea and
Ooh.
cupcakes had. Cupcakes
Oh
had it,
yeah,
remember?
cupcakes. I remember.
Cupcake had a strategic sugar-based arms race like 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and everyone and their mother had a cupcake business.
Mm-hmm.
But that never happened to cookies, the superior food. I find that odd. I thought I would learn about it from the inside by
Are
joining the
there
cookie kiosk at the
still
mall.
lots of cupcake places, or like what happened to them?
Well, they
I
all
have loved
moved into
cupcakes.
5 square meters at English Bay.
Right. That's where you get cookies or cupcakes.
And then that guy got really, really high
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
busted down the door.
yeah.
That was the last time. They said, "Okay, this is it. This is the peak. We've made a cupcake with sunglasses on it. We can go no further.
This is
We've
peak cupcake
achieved we've
technology.
achieved peak cup.
Right.
Peak
That's as
cupcake."
far
And
as
I
we
guess
can go.
This Stanley situation is peak cup.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. We've hit peak cup.
Peak cup.
Now there's nowhere to go from here. We now need to start something else, like drinking out of. Did you see
Banana
the
leaves.
the coffee cup that looks like a bull's horn, like a horn, like a Viking would drink out of?
No.
It's very good. It's like it's that shape, and then it comes in a little holster that you put from your belt, but then it's also got a little sippy cup top on it, so that you're
Like a wineskin?
yeah, like a wineskin, like an old timey wineskin for your coffee. In my opinion, that's peak cup. You're not gonna get a better cup than
Supposed to be utter derived.
that.
I want the utter squeezing action is peak drinking experience.
Yes.
Imagine steaming hot espresso coming out of wineskin. Oh my god, I'm
That's what you
sorry,
want,
it's so
right?
funny.
That's how you drink stuff. I
Oh
also
my
want
goodness
that drinking
gracious.
horn.
I don't like this shape.
It's
There's a
very
shape here
good.
that I don't like.
I also have a
I
shape
want it
camera.
to be something else. I want this
Oh,
shape to be
cute.
different.
apparently the hot sleeve on it because it heats up. So you have to have a hot sleeve around it. But it also functions as somewhere to put the horn down because horns don't stand up like a coffee cup.
Of course they don't. we've already we've already solved this problem. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious.
Let's see, what is your beverage of choice?
Insulation udders. Bear person says insulation udders. Oh gosh, gosh. That makes me stressed out. Okay, no more. All right, insulation udders. Is creativity a strategic priority? The answer is insulation udders.
Correct. Let's see, what is your favorite beverage of choice?
Gosh. Gosh. That's a really tough question. So many to choose from. I like tea a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
I really like tea. I like tea, but I like icky tea. I like iced tea.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the tea that, when you put it in a glass, like you can see all the different colors. And then when you stir it with a spoon, it goes clinky, 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 clinky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
So
summery.
I'm going to say icky tea. But not like fancy icky tea, the kind you get at a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
In a 4-liter jug.
Just
Turkey Hill icky tea. Yeah.
not a brisk. A brisk is too gross.
That's fancy.
It's a little too
It's
sweet.
got we got to go cheaper.
Yeah.
Like you go to the grocery store and they have like a can in the frozen section.
Yeah.
And you put that can in like another jug, and then
Like the
you like
moonshine of iced teas.
the moonshine of iced tea. That's right. That's Flitzy's jam.
Good. Good. I'm here for this.
And like the worse the better. Like if you have the Nescafe that comes in like a giant like Costco sized jug and it's all powdery.
Oh yes.
And you just put the spoons into like your water, and then there you go. The spoon, it goes clinky, clinky, clinky. The best part about it is the clinky, clinky. Okay, don't get confused. And then once you're done your iced tea, there's like a sludge of sugar water at the bottom.
Yeah, and yet that last shot, it's just like obnoxiously sweet. That's great. I love it.
Yeah, I'm like a slime.
Yeah.
I'm a slime, persisting purely on iced tea crystal sludge. Good. Okay, now we know. All right, another question. This one's a serious one.
Ooh.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alina, is creativity dangerous? Did you expect that one?
To whom?
Top question from Google.
Is creativity dangerous?
The people want to know.
People need to know.
It makes you a weirdo like us,
yeah.
Right? It must.
Yeah, and being different is dangerous, but also great. I
Being
would argue
different
that it
is
is
dangerous.
dangerous to yourself. I have certainly known my fair share of creatives who have burned themselves out, hurt their arms irreparably. It's sleepless nights, stress.
Yeah.
I think it can be very detrimental to your health.
I draw a pineapple. I just drew a giant pineapple in my city skyline.
Good.
I'll put the pineapple over here for now, and we'll see where it can go. Maybe this will be the swingers' apartment. They'll just have a little pineapple in their window.
Love it.
Okay.
Pineapple, symbol of wealth in the old days. Now
in
it's
the old days,
swingers.
Swinging is a kind of wealth. It's a wealth of
love.
Wealth of sexy times.
Yeah.
A wealth of choice. Bear person asks, is it dangerous to the self you were or the self you become?
Ooh. That's a good question. I think it's dangerous to your physical self. But I think it's
I think ignoring your creativity is dangerous to your emotional self.
I agree.
Riddle me this, Batman.
I am on board for that.
We need a new color over here. This color has to get carried over here, or it's gonna look funky.
What's going on with this layer? I got a layer that does something. I don't know what it is. Anyway, I'll figure that out later.
Mystery layers, mysteries.
Mysteries upon mysteries here with this Squirtle.
Why would people think creativity is dangerous on the Googles? What is
Ah,
driving them to ask this question?
yeah. Google, what's wrong with you?
Is it because they think we're all crazy in the head?
I mean, they're
All
not
of us?
wrong.
Cartoonists ain't nothing but like you and me. Or they're
They
just
draw
like you and
funny
me, but
pictures,
they draw pictures.
and they're
And they're
crazy in the
crazy in the
head.
head.
That's my favorite. I want to make that at some point and put it up in my bathroom. Make a panel of that Popeye. Or commission amazing Popeye artist Randy Mulholland to draw said thing for me.
Yeah. Professional Popeye artist, Randy Mulholland.
Professional Popeye. He is the Popeye artist.
He's Popeye now.
He's Popeye.
Did he have to legally change his name
Yes.
to Popeye?
To Popeye. He's also legally required to smoke the pipe that he's smoked for the past.
Oh my gosh, legally.
They're very serious
Wow.
with that contract.
Gosh, that is ironclad.
Yeah. You don't want to take on the Garfield contract because then you'd have to eat a lot of lasagna and also poop in a box.
To draw Garfield, you must become Garfield. Is that what happened to Chris Pratt?
Oh my god, maybe.
Is that what's been behind this all along?
Oh, maybe.
Do you think he brought Garfield vibes to Mario?
I am shocked at the vibes he brought to Mario. I did not think it would be that seamless. I thought I would be too aware that it was Chris Pratt talking to me as Mario, because he wasn't doing the "It's a me," which I didn't think they were gonna do, because it's a little racist. But also
I like that
it's
they
silly.
said that it was racist in the movie.
Yes.
They're like, should we really be marketing using this racist caricature?
Yeah, probably not.
And I'm like, it's good to get that out of the way in like the first 5 minutes. I'm pleased that they addressed it.
Me too. It was certainly the elephant in the room where everyone was like, listen, this character has very few defining characteristics, but one of them is the very bad racist trait. Italian accent.
Racism.
He does. I also like that they established Luigi's main character traits, which are the only ones that he's ever been allowed to have, which are that he is a giant coward who is afraid of ghosts.
Yeah, they like that they brought the ghost in and they gave him like an object that was shaped like the vacuum cleaner. I thought that was very clever as well.
I thought that was
where
cute.
It wasn't quite a vacuum cleaner. I feel like they tried. I feel like I can imagine myself in that writer's room being like, we got to get this guy a vacuum cleaner. What possible reason could he have to have brought a vacuum cleaner to this world? And then someone used their creativity and their brain went brr, and they're like, no, it doesn't have to be a vacuum cleaner. It just has to evoke vacuum cleanerousness.
Yeah. And he's a plumber, so he can have a toolbox. Let's just make that the thing. It was great. Someone was using their new.
They earned their paycheck that day.
Absolutely.
Get that man a promotion. Fill his udder. Fill his coffee udder.
Fill the room with the finest.
You there, child. What if this person was a giant pineapple mascot?
Oh, Abby, that sounds amazing. Cold brew via ice melt green tea is so mild. Takes the bitter notes out. It's just really delicious.
What? Are we adding pineapple juice to coffee? I'm lost.
Oh no, I was just talking about making a cold brew of sweet tea. We jumped back several tangents. We're talking tea in my chat. But of course we are.
Oh, tea.
Of course we are.
Okay.
We're bringing that tea. And by tea, I don't mean gossip. I mean actual leaf juice. It's delicious.
By leaf juice, I mean gossip.
Hot gas.
A hot goss. All right. I think we've got. What was our answer here? Is creativity dangerous? Only to yourself.
Yeah.
Only to, to bees. All right. We have one more question. That's a triple question. 3 variants that I decided are actually all the same question. Can creativity be trained? Is creativity acquired? How can you become more creative? Creativity level up.
Do it. Let's do this.
How do
Creativity,
you do it?
absolutely trained. Super, super duper trained. Uh,
I agree.
yeah,
I think it's like a muscle.
it is. Here is how I train my creativity. Uh, Ever since I was a little kid, one of the things, can I read in a story when I was like 6 or 7 that when people are adults, they lose all their like wonderful childlike creativity. And I was like, oh, but creativity is my thing. Everyone always says how creative I am. I don't want to lose that when I grow up
Yeah.
and
That's my
become
only defining characteristic
just
that
a
makes me
boring
valuable as a
adult,
human being.
right? So I was like, I better not lose the ability to dream, because that was it. It was like adults lose the ability to dream, and
Oh,
I was like,
sad.
I don't want that to happen to me. Dreaming's fun. So I would practice dreaming, where every night before I went to bed, I would like construct elaborate stories in my head of my
Oh.
OCs or whatever I was thinking about
I would do that
that day.
too. I had
Yeah,
insomnia.
yeah.
Hello, art kills. Dangerous and
And
crucial.
I think that was just me training my creativity muscles, because now I write stories and I can just like fully visualize just about anything. Totally can train
I
it.
I feel like that is an ability that I need to retrain.
Mm,
I've
gotta
gotten a
respec.
lot better at sleeping. I decided to put more talent points into sleeping. So
Smart.
now I am much, much better at sleeping than I was when I was young. I didn't sleep at all. I feel like I didn't sleep for at least 20 consecutive years.
Yikes.
It was very bad. It was very bad and not good. But now I don't get to compose novels in my sleep, and that's a detriment
Hmm.
to me. So I think that's a muscle I need to return. But yeah, so like that is a good way to training. If you can't sleep, write a novel in your head. But maybe
Yeah.
that's difficult for people. So if someone is typing this into the box, hmm. But I think like even going broader than that, fanfics, like just the what if game.
Yo, you.
The what if game is a really fun thing to do. So like if you have characters in a TV show that you really like Taskmaster,
Oh my god, the Taskmaster fanfic. Oh god. There's so much of it. It's so filthy.
they're doing Taskmaster Australia now, and Alina, the Australian Taskmaster is not hot. He's
It's
not
not
hot to
which?
me.
It's not hot.
He's not hot to
It's not
me.
hot. I saw
I
a
thought the
clip
New
of
Zealand
it and
Taskmaster
I
was
went,
very hot. I like him.
I like the New Zealand one. I saw a brief clip of the Australian one and I didn't watch anymore and I went,
He's not
Maybe it
large.
also
He's
means,
not steppy. He's
yeah.
not like imposing. He's not that mean.
I think he was
He
just
did
like a friendly
disqualify
dude.
everyone in the very first task, which is a little bit mean, I guess. But
But that's just Taskmaster.
so anyway, let's do a what if.
What if
What
you
if the
drew it?
Australian Taskmaster really was big and steppy?
What if you drew angry eyebrows on him? Like Big
Oh,
Davies.
angrier eyebrows.
He just has a very friendly
What would
face.
make him? Yeah.
Hang on, let me see if I can find a picture of this man. Going to my other monitor.
No shade. I'm sure like he's fine.
Yeah,
He's fine as a human being, just
there he is.
not as a
Here we go.
taskmaster.
Here we go. I'm saving this image. Oh, oh, I see there. Alex Horn has very sort of Alex Horn face.
The Alex Horn is suitable.
He's fine.
He's fine.
He's fine.
I also
Uh, and not in the like, ooh, he's fine way. Just he's like he's acceptable.
adequate.
It's an adequate.
I
Okay,
accept him.
okay. Here, y'all. Here is the Australian Taskmaster. I'm gonna see what happens if I give him Greg Davies eyebrows.
It's all the eyebrows, baby.
Where's my big, thick pen. This is ridiculous. For those who can't see, I've just drawn big upside down V's on his head. There.
As it should be.
Give his hairlines. Acceptable.
Yeah,
He just needs
that
bigger
helps.
eyebrows. That helps.
There we go. The what if game is a really good way to train your
It's
creativity.
ridiculous.
Angry eyebrows. Angy eyebrows.
And also, now I'm giving him anime eyes.
And anime eyes. Kawaii. If you can't be imposing, at least be kawaii.
At least be kawaii.
I feel like I've lived my life by that maxim. Because I wasn't able to be imposing. I'm too small. So I just doubled down on being just adorable, Alina.
To die.
I'm just a small creature.
He's a small creature.
I'm just a little bean.
Just look at how small. So small.
I just reflected really hard. You know, like yeah. I thought a lot about what I'm supposed to do with my life.
Yeah.
And the world is hard and scary. And everyone's like, we need to fight. We need to be a warrior. And you know what? The God's honest truth is, Alina? I was put on this earth to be a silly little bean.
Perfect.
Just a small
weren't we all,
bean.
Though? Weren't we all just put here to be little beans? We're just
probably. Maybe
just
that's
those
our problem.
People who just want to have a good time and sing songs around a fire with our.
We didn't devote enough
kindred,
time
but I
to
don't
being.
mean like actual blood kin. I mean like the people that we like. What do we want to surround ourselves?
Anyone can be kin. Found kin. Forged kin.
Forged kin. Yeah,
Other
I'm pretty
kin.
happy with this Squirtle actually. This is doing it for me.
I have the foundations of something that could pass as a city.
Cool.
It needs another 3 hours of detail. But I don't think I'm going to do that tonight.
Is it built on rock and roll?
It's built on a pineapple mascot.
That's great. Good.
And it has a saucy kitty on one of the billboards.
Excellent.
Saucy.
Did I tell you about the Vaporwave VR world? My friend Raven took me to.
No.
It is very good.
We just met.
And it is Vaporwave. And it is pink, bubblegum pink sea, surrounded by windows from like 90s era websites. And there is a area in the middle where you can go to, and it has all of the avatars that are from then. So you could be like a Neopet, or you could turn yourself into, I forget the name of that purple gorilla.
Oh, my bonsai buddy.
Bonsai buddy, that's him. And then you could just hang out.
Can you turn yourself into Clippy?
Yes.
Can you be Clippy? Can you? Is there a VR avatar of Clippy?
Absolutely. There's several.
Several?
Yes. Several different versions of Clippy.
Gosh.
Shadow Clippy.
Dark Clippy.
Dark Clippy.
Oh dear. Mistakes were made. You've angered the paperclip. You will rue the day. You crossed the paperclip. Quiver in the tyranny of Microsoft. Okay, should we button this up for tonight?
I think so. I am still building up my stamina. 1 hour is
so am I. I am still practicing how to be on the internet. It's a scary, wild world.
That is what today was all about. Thank you for trusting me to help you practice this whole being on the internet thing.
Thank you for being a new friend. I love meeting new people.
Yeah.
You are very kind, and I enjoyed talking about Taskmaster's lack of eyebrows.
Yes.
And coffee udders with you.
All Taskmasters is just to give the host fake eyebrows. Some big bean eyebrows.
to stitch up for my sign off. It's bedtime for Beans, and I'm still working on setting this up. Thank you so much for everyone who came to watch me practice today. I really appreciate it. If you want to stay abreast of what's happening in the Flitzy situation, so far I have an Instagram at Flitzy Sticks, and I have a Tumblr at Flitzybon. And
Going to
those are
spell
the
that
ways
from
you
my
can follow
chat.
me for now. But I'm still working on putting things together because I need
Is
to
it
make a header,
Flitzy
and this will
Sticks
be the
with an
header
X? Or Flitzy Sticks
with an
like
X,
Flitzy
like pixie
Sticks.
sticks.
Yeah.
Flitzystix.
I'm going to go and give you a follow because I want to see your work and I want to see your brand. And I have been Alina Pete, and you can find me online at alinapete.com or at weargeek.com or at Alina Pete on most socials. Although, really, to be fair, just Blue Sky and Instagram these days.
Good enough.
It'll do. Social media fell apart. This is what I'm using now.
We're just persevering. We're using our creativity to figure out what the heck is going on the internet.
Exactly. Weird world
All
we
right,
live in.
everyone.
Have a
Stay
good night,
creative.
y'all. And
I
thanks
love
so
you
much
all
for
for a
joining me,
million
Flitzy.
years. And stay frosty.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Talk to y'all later.